Welcome to Money Hunt's Small Business Challenge, where America's top small business experts take on America's toughest small business challenges. I'm Cliff Enico. You know, when you're starting up your own business, you've got to do a lot of different jobs. The good news is you're the CEO. The bad news is you're also the VP of Marketing, Personnel Manager, CFO, accountant, bookkeeper, janitor. And if you're in a service business, you may also have to be the product. Sometimes running the day-to-day operations of your business can be so overwhelming a task that it's easy to lose sight of the big picture and your main job in running a business, which is to build and grow that business to the next level. With today's Money Hunt Small Business Challenge, here's Robin Schatz of Business Week Frontier. Robin.
Great to see you. First Shuttle is Anthony McKinney's baby. It's his business, and he runs it out of Stamford, Connecticut, a minivan service that takes corporate executives to and from the New York City airports. It's a great business, but lately it's driving him crazy. Let's take a look. In 1990, Anthony McKinney's life took an unexpected turn. Back then, he was a rising young advertising exec in West Hollywood, California. But when he traveled to New York City on business, he didn't rate a limo service. Instead, he'd wait hours for a taxi. That's when business inspiration struck.
I'm trying to fill a niche for middle to lower corporate travelers to have a means to and from the airport on business travel.
He decided to start his own airport shuttle service. That year, McKinney, just 27, moved east to Stamford. He and his father launched First Shuttle with just $3,000. Dad bought 3 Chevrolet vans on credit, and McKinney sold off his trappings of bachelorhood.
I sold my sports car and put that money in the bank and was able to buy, one computer, and we just started, crossed our fingers and closed our eyes, and just sort of went with it.
McKinney, who has a master's degree in design, had to learn the transportation business from scratch. Today, First Shuttle has 15 employees and $500,000 in sales. McKinney has built up the business by being a hands-on boss, maybe a little too hands-on.
Okay, basically just 12:30 first, and then the 12:45 after that.
Right, and then you're
okay.
out. I often am awake at 4 in the morning, or my alarm goes off at 4 in the morning, and quite frankly, I'm often not home until 11:30 or 12 o'clock at night. Hey, Joe.
Well, sir, how are you?
Doing? I drive, I believe, more than I need to, or I should. I probably spend a little bit less time managing than I should or can. There's a fleet manager and a reservations manager and an office manager, and all those people play a part. My position is, if they can't do it my way, I have to do it.
For better or worse, McKinney has always acted like one of the guys, and he is still the one they depend on to fill in the gaps when a driver doesn't show up.
The monster I've created is I've become a driver's peer as to a driver's manager or boss, and so if they grow to have a tummy ache or an emergency or of some sort, they know that the trip will get done, most likely by me.
Like any good entrepreneur, McKinney cares deeply about his company, and he ultimately feels responsible if anything goes wrong. Now for him, the challenge is to figure out how to delegate effectively to those whom he trusts and to manage his time better so he can focus on being the president.
I've had to force myself to recognize that because I am now running a business, I can't be the marketing and advertising person if my hands are all over the place.
First Shuttle isn't the only van service in town anymore. New competitors are coming in and charging less. For First Shuttle's premium price, clients get a service that caters to punctual business travelers, not layback tourists.
There's a very interesting chemistry thing that happens in the vehicle, and it creates a very interesting thing that I call our travelers are part of the First Shuttle family.
First Shuttle's service may be personal and efficient, but the company needs to continue growing if it's going to survive and thrive. For McKinney, that means more time driving the company's growth, not its minivans.
Money Hunt, I need your help. I want to grow my business, but I can't seem to keep away from my day-to-day operations, and I do recognize that that is preventing my business from growth. I don't trust my staff to do their work without sort of intervening and interacting with them, which takes away from my job responsibility or my focuses. So I just need some sort of help to separate the two in order to grow or take my business to the next level.
How come Robin, in all the years I've been working, I never had a boss like him. I'd love to work for a guy like that. I mean, the guy does everything. But you're right, his big problem is he's got to get back into the driver's seat of his business. And the only way he can do that, ironically, is to get out of the driver's seat.
That's right. He has a great relationship with his employees. They love him. He's got many friends and family working for him, but he needs to step back a bit and start really acting like the boss.
Well, I think the Money Hunt mentors are going to make sure he gets where he needs to go so his business can take off. Anthony McKinney will join us in our Money Hunt mentors right after this.